about school, but I'm still enrolled. Um, my goal was to have like at least 30 credits done by now. I'm just about to finish 22, so I'm a little behind. Um, as you know, life doesn't always work out the way you planned, so I'm dealing with some death in the family and changing jobs and um, in the middle of a relationship drama. Anyway, I'm still working on it. I'm trying to get everything done by January 27th. So I want to finish these last 12 in December, and then I'll be at 22 done. And then I just need 38 more. So wish me luck. It is definitely a little more challenging than I thought, and I knew it was going to be challenging to do 60 in one semester. But it all depends on how fast my professors grade it and give me, my grades. And if I have to redo something, that's going to add time on, which I anticipate having to redo some stuff. But I'm going to try to just do it every day, every other day, maybe, and hope that they release my new projects, because the way it works is like you have to pass projects to get new ones released. So I have 12 now, and for every one I pass, I get a new project released so that I can start working on. So wish me luck. I will go back to providing like regular updates again now that I've dealt with all the um like funeral, memorial, all that stuff. I had to travel for that, which I didn't anticipate. That's why it took like 2 weeks out of my schoolwork time, but I'm glad I did it, because if I didn't, I would regret it. Um, you know, Stuff like that doesn't come around again. It happens when it happens. So I'm still trying to do my self-care. They canceled my favorite Zumba class. I'm going to try a new one probably tomorrow or next week on Wednesdays. Zumba really had me on a good schedule of self-care. It was like my weekly check-in to have some fun and exercise and see my friends and everything. So there's a couple new classes I'll try, but that's going to be important to keep up with. As I change jobs, I'll learn like which one fits best into my schedule and everything. But so yeah, that's a little about what's going on in my life. Um, they say like you don't really know somebody until 3 months into dating them. So I've been dating somebody for like 2 months, and I learned a lot of new information a couple days ago, and I'm like, oh, do I want to deal with this? Is it gonna get better? I don't know. That's definitely not top of my priority list right now, though. But that was kind of like my new support system after my family passed away. So, like, my grandparents passed away, and I loved to call them like every day. We would chat, even though they lived down in Florida. But that was my new support system, was like dating this guy. And one of my friends kind of like fell off the map. I know she's going through a lot. I'm just gonna like leave her alone now, though, because you like call somebody, they never answer the phone. I'm like almost about to unfollow her, which is a big deal for me. So I'm trying not to do that, but I'm just gonna forget about it. Make some new friends, reconnect with the friends I have that are living like farther away from me, in Wisconsin, LA, the middle of the country, down south, South Carolina. I did reconnect with some of my family down south. So I have more people to talk to than I did before, which is nice to have. So hopefully that'll help fill the gap, fill the space left by my grandparents' deaths. And I'm going to miss them every day regardless. I have their picture up, and I see it when I'm like working on school, because my grandma told me to go back to school. And to her, it was like the big solution. So I'm going to do it for her regardless. But um, I mean, as you well know, in America, it's definitely not like a band-aid for everything anymore. I think back in the day when you could buy a house for like $20,000, when was that, like the 70s and 80s? School was, first of all, way cheaper. And it was like, oh, you got a degree? Great, here's a career. Stick with it. You could retire from it, you know? Oh, hey, Itchy Fingers, what's up? Yeah, so anyway, the whole point is that, all we can do is kind of what we can do, and that's the best we can do. So, yeah, have a great day, guys. Keep doing what you can.